to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Today is Sunday, the 26th of January, and that's a date on the calendar that I look at every single year, depending on, of course, what date that falls on. It's the last day of duck season, and I'm already done. But for all of you that have been out there all season long, I hope you had a great season. It was definitely interesting in a bad way, although I think everybody kind of finished off strong. But it is over. Now it's all about steelhead, and then on our doorstep, a couple months away, is spring Chinook. So we got a lot to look forward to here in the Northwest, no question of that. And just like today's show, it's going to be busy as we go forward. Our first interview today is going to be Mr. Bob Kratzer. He's the owner of Anglers Guide Service. He's up in the Peninsula area, up north in Washington. If you're from that area, you know who Bob is. And if you're just in the industry at all, you know Bob very, very well. Great guy, one of the top guides here in the Northwest without question, and is in the middle of all kinds of different things, talking conservation, taking care of our fish and having opportunity to go after those fish as well. So Bob is just a great dude, excellent interview, and it's been way too long since we've had a chance to talk with him last, but we're crossing our fingers that technology is going to work for us and we get good video with Bob today. We might have to revert to the old school way, but we'll see how things pan out. So help me out and cross your fingers. Then after that, we're going to have good friend Kyle Dotson from the Central Coast-ish area here in Oregon, chasing steelhead with clients. He's the owner of Ore Angling. We love to talk with Kyle and Miles whenever we get a chance. A lot of the times we're just talking to him about that Pacific City dory fishery that they guide in. But today it's all about steelhead with Kyle. He likes to go after them a little bit differently. We might get more into that later on in the season, but at the very least, we're going to have that live report with him. I thought we had a picture of him, but we don't. Hold on, it's okay. You don't have to run the photo. We all know what Kyle looks like. But it should be a great interview with Kyle. We'll find out how things have been for both of them to this point, because now, you know, we're staring at February. We are in full-blown, unquestionably, it is winter steelhead season. Find out how things have been for them to this point. And now that we've got some water coming, and we're going to find out in this upcoming segment, we're going to check in with Peyton Major and find out what that weather's really going to do. There's certainly some things to be excited about later on in the week, but again, we'll find out from Peyton what that's going to look like, because as it stands now, water is just as low and clear as really a lot of these systems can even get. So we'll find out from her what we can expect here in a week or so. Hopefully, it'll be interesting. And again, for all of us duck hunters, guess what's going to happen? It'll be that second week of February. We're going to get a major push of birds that we did not get this year, at least that I saw to this point in the Northwest Valley, at the very least. Figures. Just figures. Then, of course, we've got, in between those two interviews, we've got a video clip that we went and took, which we do every year. Safety and Les Schwab go hand in hand, especially when you're talking about winter travel. We're going to talk about some of the newest traction devices that are out there, tires as well, but really just giving you a reminder that if you're going to be doing some traveling, again, with this forecast we have coming, there's going to be a lot of snow in the mountain passes. This is a great time to get stuff taken care of if you're planning on doing any trips. If you're watching down south or up north or even on the east side, of course, which you've been getting snow this year. This is a great opportunity to get in there, get stuff handled before we do get that interesting weather that is possibly on our horizon. So it'll be a great chance to get that video clip in, and each year we get out there to try to do that. Of course, so this upcoming segment will make sure that you're aware of what's going on real time with some of the rivers around here, and that, of course, will give you the idea of what's going on in other systems that we don't show you, which we get that question. We can't show all the rivers. We've got to kind of neck it down to regions. But at the very least, we're going to have that stuff for you and a couple of reminders like we always do. But let's take a look at some of the photos that everybody's been sending in. Super easy to do. And, of course, we'll show you how to do that when we're done showing some of those photos. And there's been a lot of them coming in, but we'd love to see more. And you're going to see lots and lots of these winter steelhead photos as we go forward. Now we're starting to see lots of them show up. Brenda, beautiful fish right there. That's a lucky fish too. It got away. Well, it got away from something with teeth. And Brenda was lucky enough to run across it. And myself being selfish, I'm looking at how they got their rods holders set up there. I'm trying to figure that out on mine. Here's another great one. I love this photo. Family time on Big Creek Reservoir. Stacy, thanks for sending in. Looks like they're all having fun. One of the parents gets to do some fishing, and the kids get to be the motor. It's the way it works. Great way to start the year. Yeah, and we still have several of these photos we're going to be able to show from that very brief fishery above Bonneville this year. And it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out this upcoming year. But cool photo right there. Kevin, nice one. Another nice steelhead. By the way, one of the folks from Fisherman's Marine, I got a photo this morning from... I was almost going to call him the wrong name. The Sultan of Selwood sent me a photo this morning from one of the folks there at Fisherman's Marine. Caught a nice steelhead this morning. Mike, by the way. But Kevin here with a nice one. Little guy. Get it back in the water. Nice fish, though. Thank you for sending that in. Richard with a nice hatchery steelhead. That's a dandy. Well done. Hopefully that's going to be in my near future. It's that time of year. I usually don't start steelhead until February, and now it's going to be February. Steve, wow, another dandy. And there's just been, quite a few big fish caught already this year. I don't know what that necessarily means. I know that I'm hoping that maybe I get lucky this year and run across a good-sized fish. I just want a photo. But yeah, some very interesting catches up to this point. And this is Travis with his first snare trip chasing crab. Man, that is getting popular. I mean, I don't know. Out of nearly 17 years of doing outdoor GPS, I don't know if we've ever talked about snaring crab nearly as much as this, but it's becoming very popular for a number of reasons. Great access in a lot of spots, and it is very effective. It does work. It's the Fox 12 app. I know that you've all downloaded it, but if you haven't, make sure you do so. You'll find outdoor GPS and everything, KPDX and KPTV. And when you do, it'll show you exactly how to upload those photos and videos so we can show you off every Saturday and Sunday morning. Okay, in the hopes of saving some time, because we're buried, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we've got all of our regular information, our river levels, and some updates for you as well. And we'll check in with Peyton and find out what the weather is going to do this upcoming week. It is very interesting.